Alexa, and these are my pointe shoe hacks. I have these shoes here. These are, my size is 4.5 XX, and the maker is Crown. That's by far my favorite maker. And the first thing I'll do is I will sew them. So I have these fun stretchy ribbons here that I like to use. This here is my sewing kit. We have this Tupperware with a container of floss and the needle threaded with some floss, but I'll sew it about like the width of a ribbon from this seam here, and then the other one I'll just sew along the back. And I don't think everybody does this, but I like to crisscross my elastics. I think it supports my arch a little bit more. Probably the next thing I will do after I sew them, before I touch them at all, is I will jet glue them. So I will do that. You have to be really careful with jet glue. I've had lots of incidents with it spilling in my dance bag and ruining some of my stuff. I'll put about just to get a thin layer in the tip of the shoe. And then as soon as you do the glue, you have to swirl it around, and then I hit it on the floor a few times just to make sure there's an even layer and there's no bumps or anything. And then I would put it upright like this just so it can dry evenly. I think it really helps to make sure that the boxes don't die super quickly, and I think it really makes my shoes last a lot longer. And then I would say just give it about a minute to dry so your foot doesn't get stuck on the inside of the shoe, and make sure to always close your jet glue. Now that my shoes, the jet glue has dried a little bit, I can break them in. I don't really like to bend them too much before I wear them, because I find especially if you wear them for a technique class, they'll break in as the class goes on, and especially during bar. So the first thing I'll do is I will break in the demi point so you can roll through much more easily. Just gotta go just like that. That's all you have to do. And then just the shank, just one little pop, and that's it. And then after I've bent them just a little bit, I will take, there's a little nail that they kind of put in the heel here, and I think it just, you can use your scissors. Sometimes it comes out really easily, but just to make sure that it doesn't stab your heel, I will just take this out. And then to glue this paper part of the shank back on, I'll just use a few more drops of jet glue, just so it doesn't bunch up underneath my heel when I'm dancing. These are the toe pads that I wear, and they are perfect fit toe pads, but my right toe pad is actually made out of a sock because my original right toe pad was destroyed in a jet glue incident where it spilled all over my bag, but I had a little bit of the putty left and I found an old sock. I kind of tried to match the color, and so I basically just remolded it in a sock, and it worked out perfectly. So, yep, these are my mismatched toe pads. The best way to tie your drawstring is to do it in a demi point, because that's where your foot is the smallest, so there's the most that needs to be pulled in. So then I think it just pulls up your foot a lot nicer. And then the next thing I'll do is I will just tie up the ribbons, and I don't know, this is how I learned to do them when I was younger. So, and then you just tie them right in the middle here, and just tuck it in like that. That's it. One tip that I have for your pointe shoes is to always have a few pairs going at the same time. It helps for you to be able to rotate your shoes and to give them a chance to air out between classes, so you're just not constantly wearing one pair. So I think that really helps them last longer. If your shoes get really soft and really dead, you're much more prone to injury, especially up along the front of your foot for your metatarsal. So I think always having access to hard and new shoes has helped me so much, and not having to worry whether I was going to have a pair of shoes to wear the next day. I can always just pull out a new pair and sew them. By giving to the SAB Pointe Shoe Fund, you can help me and my classmates stay on our toes.